Welcome to Blitz Interviews. Like the game of chess, it's only lasts 10 minutes. I have a pleasure here to have Francois and me, and we're going to talk about very exciting things and news that are related to Canada and not only. Can you tell me about yourself a bit and why we're here today?
Absolutely, Evgeny, and thank you for inviting me. I have worked in the past in technology, mostly as in human resources or in recruiting, had roles as VP of HR, VP Global Recruiting for many tech companies in the past. And then years ago, I started my own companies and both in HR consulting and recruiting. And, I had an opportunity years ago to, about 6 years ago to work with a company called Fortinet, which is one of the largest, as you know, Evgeny, cybersecurity supplier. So I was responsible for HR Canada and to support R&D globally for Michael Z, who's the co-founder of Fortinet. So I fell in love with cybersecurity, and I started off on my path of just focusing 100% on cybersecurity.
Cybersecurity is definitely a very, very interesting field. It's growing very fast. There's a lot of need in cybersecurity. So I'm very happy you decided to join the dark side. Not the dark side, I'm not sure exactly. Around 2.5 years ago, you started a group on LinkedIn. And this group kind of became big, more than almost 11,000, I believe.
10,800. And I was reminded, it was interesting, Evgeny, I was reminded during a conversation recently with TELUS that they did some research and that we were the second biggest IT community in Canada. And we were the actual biggest with members from Canada. So 10,800, which surprised me because when I started this, I started with, a big zero and just kind of a dream of starting a community in cybersecurity because there was none that existed other than in policy groups and, mostly for policy or technology discussions and so on.
I personally was surprised that we even have so many people in cybersecurity in Canada. So I'm happy we're growing. Now, what kind of comments or reflection you get from the people in the group? Why is it like to be in a group? What motivates them to go in?
I think a huge portion of the group. So, it was interesting. I was looking at a stat again on site. We have 10,800 members and close to 6,700 of those that are active daily on the site. If it's just looking at a post or coming onto the site, checking out other members or seeing some of the initiatives that are taking place. What people tell me are, a lot of them are new to cybersecurity, sometimes new to Canada, sometimes students in cybersecurity. There's a huge segment of that population. And they're looking to get started and they want advice. They want to know, how do you get started in cybersecurity in Canada? Where should they go to school? What certifications do they need? Do they need them? They're looking for mentors. They're looking for people to support them. They're looking for opportunities. And then you have another segment of the population, which is our largest, which are the professionals in cybersecurity. I think a lot of them are building their brand, right? So, it's partly about getting some recognition out there, building your brand, getting known, connecting to more people in the industry. Because, one of the things I like to say, Evgeny, and I've said this through my whole career, is that companies come and go, but community is always going to be there. You and I will change roles in our career maybe 7 or 8 times. I think 7 or 8 times is the new standard for people entering their careers. So, we're always going to be looking for something new opportunities, new challenges, and we need community to support us. We need people our network to support us. We need to build our brand. So that's a big part of it. And then the last segment, I think, which is important is you've got the B2B side. You've got the businesses, cybersecurity, SMBs. You've got organizations that are looking for resellers, and they're looking for people to either buy their product or support them. So they're building up their brands as well. So there's a whole B2B community embedded within our network as well.
You didn't stop there because beside building one of the largest Canadian groups for cybersecurity, you're now building something new. I know because I'm part of the advisory group. Tell us about what's happening, what's new, and what's coming literally in a number of weeks.
So on March 25th, we're looking to launch the Canadian Cybersecurity Network on a community-based platform. It's all about building community. And this tool will allow us to do a lot. So we're looking to make it super inclusive. Anybody that has interest in cybersecurity in Canada or outside of Canada can join. So, if you're someone in high school and you're not in cybersecurity today, but have an interest, you can become a member of this organization and access the services. So we're talking about cybersecurity forums. We're talking about actually access to mentoring. We're talking to access to libraries, peer-to-peer networking, access to careers and jobs, of course. And we'll talk about the job board, access to all kinds of different things that we can do on this platform. And the only thing that will limit us after day one and when we launch is our own imagination about how we leverage this platform. And this is where it becomes fun.
So small correction, it's April, not March 25th.
April 25th, that's correct.
Why would people go to the website and not just go to LinkedIn? And I think this is one of the biggest problems every website starts, how to actually drive the traffic towards this.
Yeah, so obviously I've been a big participant in LinkedIn. I believe in LinkedIn, love LinkedIn. It's great, it's a great tool, but it limits community. It doesn't allow us to actually really get to know the people that we're connecting with. So as an example, our LinkedIn group, like you said, it grew to 10,800, and it will continue to exist on LinkedIn. It's just one of those things that you keep growing, but it doesn't allow us to have the conversations that we want independently on the site. So it doesn't allow us to ask a lot of questions and communicate information to our members. It limits the amount of communication we can have to our members. It limits the ability for us to do innovation on the platform. Some of the things that we're going to do with universities and colleges to bring participants closer together. It limits us to integrate cybersecurity businesses that want to support the community. So all of these things can be done on the platform. So if you think as a member, you're looking for work, you want support from the community, you want access to great tools, you want access to great information about how you build your career on cybersecurity, we can provide it here. We can curate it here. I call ourselves curators because there's some great content out there, but it's all over the place. You got to go to 100, 200 sites across Canada or the US to find information. And then you got to bring it all together. So even for a small SMB looking for cybersecurity advice, it's difficult to find if you're looking to expand your career. So you want access to resources that are going to help you today, help you in your career, help you in your work today, help the small business today, help the business that's coming from Israel that wants to establish itself in Canada and wants access to the Canadian market today. Our responsibility is to build something that people are going to use on a daily basis, not just go in once in a while. So initially it's going to be more, we're going to be able to provide basic services and build on this platform. So I'm in conversation as an example with lots of different vendors right now, big companies that want to support the platform, but I basically tell them that it's going to be a co-innovation project. We're going to build something together for the community. And that project is, you just have first go-to-market. You have first go-to-market opportunity on this, but you don't own it. The community owns it. So this is how we're going to develop some things that are going to be pretty unique on the platform, I think, moving forward.
We're also going to add job research that already exists. It's going to be eventually as part of one website, correct? How the integration between them work and what's the benefits for the people that needs to find a job and the people that looking for people.
Yeah, so on Monday, we launched Canadian cybersecurityjobs.com. About a week ago, we went out to employers. We have over 500 opportunities, cybersecurity opportunities there. It's Canada's first dedicated cybersecurity job site. There was none that existed. And this was the biggest thing that people asked me. So, we have jobs there. You can search for cybersecurity, and it's only cybersecurity or cybersecurity companies that are posting there. It allows members to really focus on the jobs that are there, the internships, the co-ops, and the employers. The advantage of the employers and that there's too many fractured sites out there. They have to go to LinkedIn. They have to go to, Glassdoor. They have to go to Indeed. So this was an opportunity to have jobs in one specific place and have those opportunities go directly to their website. So employers are really interested in this and taking advantage of the power of this site as we move forward. There you have it, but it's joined to the member site. It's a direct link from the members when you become a member to the site. And we're going to do some pretty interesting things as well by linking these two sites together moving forward.
Great. It was awesome to having you here. And I see a lot of interesting things happening with the network and the community. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much, Evgeny.